when Shishigami goes hyper ballistic with the planes, Mr. Inuyashiki he stops the second wave of planes.
Yeah.
And he has the much fated fight.
Yeah.
Shishigami is like, that is one of the best fights that I've ever watched.
And I also wanted to say that they do use CGI in this anime, but not in a bad way. You notice it, but it's not like freaky or off-putting. Well, I mean, it looks weird.
It looks a bit off-putting,
automated robots.
The character design helps that.
Yes.
Yeah. The characters are a bit off-putting.
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly the cute animes.
Right. Yeah, that's
they're like
thing.
Some of the facial expressions are clearly more defined than some other action animes, like Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, or My Hero Academia.
Right.
They're like, we have fights there, but it's like if you compare the drawing style with those to Inuyashiki,
very different.
It's simpler.
Right.
Or it's different,
Right, yeah. I would say also like flowing lines. Yeah, and like details versus the motion.
Yeah.
Pretty fascinating.
And so they have their fight because Shishigami is like, why are you stopping me from doing bad things?
Yeah, and they have this like philosophical discussion.
Yeah.
And
because they confront themselves as like, you are like me.
Like, you are me.
It's like, no, I'm not like you. I feel alive when I save people. And so he's like, well, I feel alive when
I kill people.
Oh, he's like, I just thought that it was weird that it just clicked to him.
Yeah.
In that moment, it's like, oh, I'm the baddie.
Right.
He's like, dude, did you think you were the good guy?
Are we the baddies? Yeah, seriously, like, I thought that was really, really strange because, like, usually villains, I mean, I don't know, like, villains, do they realize they are villains? When I watched it, I don't think I really understood what he was trying to get at, but yeah, I think it is that idea of everyone is, themselves, but when they start to do certain things, but for certain reasons, and like depending on if you're killing people, then like you turn into the villain.
Yeah.
Even if you don't realize it. I mean, he was killing people because he felt alive. And that was like the only way that he could like feel alive. For him, it was like the utmost pastime or something.
I guess it's like, oh, I killed a fly. It's like, big deal.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that.
Right.
That fly had a family of 4 and a car and a house.
Yeah.
And probably debt. But like, it's not like, well, at this point, it's like, okay, animal life, insect life, human life is like,
and he,
where do we draw the line? And clearly, he didn't draw it.
Well, and for him, he realizing and knowing that he's a robot, a machine, he probably didn't think anything of human life.
Anymore,
Even though he was living like a human. Maybe, I don't know, such a weird thought.
Yeah, I mean...
he's still human.
That is one of those things that is like, okay, I want my answer. It's like, no, you're not going to have it. So it's like, ponder about it yourself.
Ponder about it, Really, really fascinating. So they start fighting.
Because he starts fighting and he receives the call from his daughter that she is at a tower and a plane just crashed there and she's asphyxiating because there's a fire.
Yeah, and she can't escape.
And so he's just so desperate because like, oh, I need to go save her. And this dude is like, fight me.
Right. I don't know, right?
Leave, like, bro.
You can't leave me. Like, we have to fight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously. So And it's like a huge time crunch because his daughter is literally dying.
Yeah, I mean, because the fight started at dusk. At dusk, right? And by the time they started, it was already nighttime. So I would say that the fight lasted at least a couple hours.
Oh yeah, pretty.
And yeah, the animation itself, because both of them lose consciousness, and their little cameras just make things worse.
And their eyes are closed. Oh, it's such a weird battle. It's like, and basically the attacks are these beams of light that are hitting each other. So fascinating. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, and the only way that Mr. Inuyashiki won, or his unconscious self won, was that it came from behind and started disassembling Shishigami.
Like literally tearing off the back of his head, his arms off. Oh, it was crazy.
It's like he just dropped it and he fell into like a river, which water is like the source of energy for these guys. So it's like, yeah, after that, he gained consciousness. He went back to save his daughter. The other guy just fell. He's like,
onto the street. Oh, so funny. Yeah.